So the Los Angeles Rams are taking on the Baltimore Ravens this Sunday, and I will be doing my breakdown, preview, and predictions on this game, injuries, everything that's coming out. So make sure you guys stay tuned through the whole video to hear my predictions at the end of this video and my full breakdown throughout the video. Let's get into it. So here we are on PFF. You guys all know this is where I like to come to get all of our different stats and everything, but I'm actually going to pull up something from ebonybird.com, and this is just going to be the odds spreads, betting trends, and injury report. They also give this on PFF, but I just figured I'd give us a different view today. And basically, FanDuel has the Los Angeles Rams at plus 7.5, minus 120. Now, I'll give you my predictions at the end of this video of what I think is actually going to happen, but I'm going to let you know I am a Rams fan. I am pretty much a Rams channel, and I'm going to be betting on the Rams. Plus 7.5 is going to be my favorite bet of the weekend to be putting in on parlays. I just don't think the Ravens are going to take out the Rams by more than 7 points. There's no way. Now, I'll give you my predictions at the end of the video on what I think is going to happen. However, in my range of outcomes, anything above 7, it's not even in my range of outcomes. So personally, I really like the Rams plus 7.5 or more. So plus 10.5 is even better, whatever it is, but plus 7.5, really good odds for me personally. But next up, betting trends. Technically, in the last 6 games, the Rams are 2-4 against the spread against the Ravens. The Rams are 0-4-1 in their last 5 games against Baltimore, and the Baltimore is 8-4 against the spread this season. The over is 4-2 in the Ravens' past 6 games. So they have been scoring a lot, and other teams have been scoring enough to get to the over. Now, in terms of the injury reports, Quentin Lake, safety, is questionable. Tyler Higbee, he experienced an injury last week after having a killer performance against the Cardinals the week before, having 2 touchdowns and playing very well in the game right before he got hurt. Hopefully he plays. Puka Nacua is expected to play. However, he was dealing with that AC joint sprain. In terms of the Ravens, a few key injuries here. Malik Cam on IR. Malik Harrison, questionable. A lot of linebackers questionable. Trenton Simpson, questionable. And the big one, Marlon Humphrey, also questionable. So we'll have to be watching that up until game time. Now let's get back into the PFF. So in terms of their metrics, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, pretty similar quarterbacks here in terms of PFF grade. Now Lamar Jackson obviously is going to be a runner. They're 2 completely different quarterbacks. However, very similar in terms of PFF grade and their power rating ranking. Stafford is ranked number 8th quarterback, Lamar Jackson 3rd. So we have a pretty big heavyweight showdown coming down here. And then in terms of team, the Rams are 16th overall, the Ravens 3rd. Defense 19th, Ravens 5th. Offense, both right next to each other, 8th and 7th. And then strength of schedule, the Rams have played the 11th hardest. The Ravens have actually played the 28th easiest. So are their stats a bit skewed? That's kind of something we need to take into account, that they have had a pretty easy schedule. Now, betting odds. Currently, the Ravens are -7. The money line's at -340 for the Ravens, and the over set at 40.5. So that is assuming a game is going to come down to like a 21-20 type of game, or possibly a 20-17, maybe a 24-21 if you're to go over. That's around what they think it's going to be, like a 21-20 game here, or if you're going by their spread, a 24-17 game is what they're kind of assuming in the Ravens' favor. So the Rams are 6-5 and 1 against the spread this season. Ravens are actually 8-4. So the Rams have kind of been overachieving just a little bit. The Ravens have been overachieving a lot. However, they do have the 28th strength of schedule. In terms of the past 3, the Rams are 3-0, 2-1 against the spread, and the Ravens are 2-1 and 2-1 against the spread as well. However, before that, the Ravens were on a 4-game winning streak, even though they did play the Titans, who haven't been playing the best, and the Cardinals, who obviously the Rams absolutely murked. So they only beat the Cardinals 31-24. Rams beat the Cardinals 37-14. Now, just because they play the same team doesn't mean anything. There could be different injuries. There could be totally different situations. We're just noting these things as we go along. Now, we've already gone through the impact player injuries, so let's get into the green line. The PFF hasn't exactly made a determination on anything yet, except for the fact that they have Baltimore as being more of a minus 286 compared to the market minus 340 for the money line. So we'll have to wait a few more days until some more data comes out on this. But I assume the money is most likely going to be moving towards the Ravens just from what we've seen thus far in betting. But the only thing that they really have here is that they kind of expect the over to hit. So I would be assuming anywhere from a 21 to 28 game to a 24 to 28 game. Personally, I really like the over if you want to include that on your bets personally, but I'm not giving you guys financial advice. Just want to say that too. Now let's get into the breakdown of these two rosters. So the Ravens obviously have just an insane couple of players here with Lamar Jackson coming in as the 7th quarterback at an 85 grade. Keaton Mitchell playing very well. However, he is a rookie from Eastern Carolina. Zay Flowers has been impressing as a rookie. This is the thing, is I really don't like their receivers all that much, but I do love their running game. So that is the only thing that I'm a bit concerned at here, because the Rams have been so hit and miss with their run defense. Rashad Bateman doesn't impress me too much. Neither does Aguilar, even though he is a USC player. Zay Flowers definitely played well against the Chargers, though, and their running game is just absolutely amazing. And the thing is, their line is very good too. So even though I'm not too impressed by their receivers, and obviously Mark Andrews is out on IR, they do have a lot of time in the pocket, and they are very good at their run blocking schemes. So just these players: 16th tackle, 15th guard, 8th center. A little bit worse on the left side. However, Ronnie Staley has been a very good tackle for a very long time, so he can play to his best on any given week. So really, this line is what scares me, and the fact that they have such a elite running quarterback is what scares me as well. On the Rams side of the ball, obviously Aaron Donald played a very good game last week, getting that final safety for us and just pressuring the quarterback all day. Bobby Brown played very well last week. If you guys haven't been watching the Rams, Kobe Turner has been absolutely killing it off the bench. Byron Young been playing very good as a rookie. Michael Hoyt, not as much. We really need to invest in an edge rusher next year. That's one of our glaring weaknesses, although I think Byron Young's been playing very tremendous recently. Ernest Jones, one of the top linebackers in the league, if you ask me. But here's where I really like our defenses, our cornerbacks. I really don't think the Ravens are going to be able to do much against Darion Kendrick, Akella Witherspoon, Jordan Fuller, and then also John Johnson getting that game-sealing interception last week. And it's just been playing, better football than last year, and kind of getting back to his old almost all-pro ways. So personally, the running game scares me on the Ravens side. Passing game, not as much. We're going to have to sell out against the run and have them try to beat us. Now, on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens, very good defense. However, they have played worse teams than the Rams have. But Marlon Humphrey, he is questionable. If he plays, I'm a lot less confident in the Rams' chances. Now, Brandon Stevens has been having a great year this year. Jadeveon Clowney, one of the best edge rushers in the NFL, even though he's about 31. Justin been playing very well. Michael Pierce, just a solid nose tackle for so long. Broderick Washington, nothing too crazy, but their linebackers great with Patrick Queen, and then Roquan Smith. He's having a breakout year. And then Kyle Hamilton, one of the best safeties in the game. Marcus Williams, also a bit scary. So hopefully Puka Nacua is good. Hopefully Cooper Kupp is good. Personally, I think we're going to have to lean on the run game here. Kyren Williams is going to need to play much better. Even though we have great wide receivers with Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, and Tutu Atwell showing flashes at times, Demarcus Robinson going to have his comeback game. We have one of the best guards in the league with Kevin Dotson. However, he is more of a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker, although he has been playing very well as of recent. Haven't signed one of the better tackles in the game. our guard, Steve Avila, rookie, he plays very well at sometimes, but he makes some rookie mistakes at other times. Alaric Jackson played better than his PFF grade really says. However, he does make some bad mistakes sometimes, as will happen with undrafted, tackles that finally get to start in their third year. Coleman Shelton actually plays pretty well compared to his PFF grade. However, I think we're going to have to get our run game going with Kyren Williams being the 8th best running back in the league. Every time that we rush him more than 15 times, the Rams win. This is going to be our win condition. Kyren Williams needs to tear up the field once again, and Matthew Stafford needs to take care of the ball. Is he going to be able to? I'm not sure. If we get our run game going, I think that'll open up the pass game, and this will be a close game. But now, to get into my final predictions. I'm a Rams homer. I have to give it to the Rams. I think the Rams are going to win 21-20. I think the Rams are going to be able to limit the Ravens' passing game, and we'll be able to sell out a bit more for the run and not contain them, but keep them to a reasonable amount to where they're going to have to kick 2 field goals. They'll get 2 touchdowns, and the Rams will, have 3 touchdowns, 1 to Kyren, 1 to Puka, 1 to Kupp. And I think we just squeak this game out. Personally, my favorite line is +7.5. I don't think the Ravens beat us by more than a touchdown. That's personally what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.